Okay, if you don't know this dude, he was the director for Tesla Autopilot. He also co-founded OpenAI. Now he does a bunch of educational stuff. And I found myself watching this 3-hour video this Saturday morning, just really deep diving into how large language models work and how they kind of condense all of the internet down into something, and they pre-train it. They, early on would teach it conversation with humans, and now they can kind of scale that. And then ultimately, like how you make that accessible. But around the 2-hour, 7-minute mark, he dropped this random thing. And I'm pretending like I'm fully following, but I'm trying to kind of conceptually understand how they work, because I do find it interesting, and at least more interesting than college football this morning. He said, there's some of the jagged edges of large language models are decimal understanding. He talked about spelling errors, and really he made the point that the way you condense all of the internet down is you don't actually store all the characters and all the information. You create tokens. You tokenize everything so that it's pulling zeros and ones, and you condense the information down so it can query it quicker. And he said part of that is like the actual characters aren't spelled. So if you famously, if you ask it, he covers this, like how many R's are in strawberry. Early on, it would struggle with that because it's not stored that way. But one of the references, he said, if you ask it, and I put it on the screen here, what decimal is, I guess this was a famous thing that happened a couple months ago, or it sounds like maybe a year ago, where which number is bigger, 9.9 or 9.11. And he said it would struggle with answering this question. And he said when he asked the engineers and they were diagnosing why is it struggling with this question, it seems to be straightforward. It's because it had been trained on Bible verses. And the idea is that when you look at which one's bigger, 9.9 or 9.11, the reason is the training data had queried a ton of Bible verses, and actually 9.11 in the Bible is bigger than 9.9. And I thought it was just such an interesting tidbit at the 2-hour, 7-minute mark of just like how the Bible influences things. And of course, the Bible is this huge document that they can train in multiple languages. And I have no learnings outside of, I just thought it was super interesting.